Welcome back to the news where we bring you the stories that matter right now. We start with a major cybersecurity alert. Cloudflare radar has flagged the domain Max, RU, associated with the Max Messenger, as spyware. This is a huge warning for everyone using that application, as this signal means it is covertly collecting and transmitting your data, potentially intercepting messages and accessing your location. We're diving deep into what this means for your security and why this application is suddenly facing serious scrutiny.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALEN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we're looking at the cutting edge of sneaker technology as Nike and Zellerfeld unveil the brand new Air Max 1000.2. This isn't just another shoe. It's a complex piece of engineering featuring updated outsole geometry designed specifically to improve printing efficiency. Get ready for an all-black color scheme and details that you will only catch if you look closely at the heel unit. We will break down exactly how this new iteration is set to change the game for 3D printed footwear. The excitement continues with the release details for the Nike Air Max 1000.2. This sneaker is set to launch through a raffle starting May 4th on Zellerfeld's website, with an additional drop following on the SNKRS app on May 7th. We'll be covering the pricing, the availability, and everything you need to know about securing this highly anticipated limited edition release. Don't miss out on this footwear event. And finally, we shift gears completely to the world of music and hip-hop with Boss Don's season. Mike is bringing his Young World Festival back to Brooklyn, and this event is set to spotlight the undeniable influence of Max B. We'll explore how Mike, just 27, is leveraging his status to bring together legends like De La Soul and Pete Rock for this massive summer stage series. Stay tuned right here because we have all the details on Max B and the lineup coming up. Major hosting provider Cloudflare has issued a serious warning regarding the Russian messenger application, Max, flagging its domain, Max, RU, as spyware. This alert was generated by Cloudflare Radar, a system designed to identify malicious activity. The flagging follows a similar pattern where Cloudflare previously labeled domains associated with the alternative Telegram client, Telega, as spyware. Spyware is defined as software that covertly collects and transmits data. This activity encompasses a wide range of harmful actions, including intercepting messages and calls, accessing sensitive files and geolocation data for covert monitoring of movement and personal information, and transferring this data to unauthorized third parties. Such a reputation typically leads to the removal of applications from major platforms like the App Store and Google Play. Despite these security warnings, there is a significant trend indicating a forced migration toward the Max Messenger. Reports suggest that Russians are being forcibly and entirely moved to this platform, and Belarusian state organizations are also gradually transitioning to use it. Nike has announced an update to its futuristic 3D printed Air Max sneaker, the Air Max 1000.2, aimed at significantly speeding up production. The partnership between Nike and Zellerfeld on this project has moved past an unfinished stage, leveraging a recent breakthrough to enable dual-color printing earlier this year. Continuous refinement has resulted in a new iteration with subtle changes focused on manufacturing efficiency. The updated model, the Air Max 1000.2, will launch next week in an all-black colorway. A key distinction lies in the outsole design. Whereas the original Air Max 1000 featured a mix of smooth and diamond grid lugs across different sections, the new version utilizes uniformly striped grooves. This modification, along with an Air Max 1000.2 stamp on the heel's air unit, is the primary change, allowing the production process to be streamlined. Despite these technical tweaks, the core design remains consistent. The Air Max 1000 maintains the silhouette of the Air Max 1, highlighted by its signature mudguard shape, which Nike describes as a wearable sculpture. The entire sneaker is constructed using Zellerfeld's Zellerfoam TPU material, a lightweight, flexible, and 100% recyclable substance that utilizes a layered process to achieve varying densities and textures. Further technological advancements were introduced a year later with the Air Max 95,000, incorporating Project Nectar technology, which allows for the addition of extra elements post-initial print run. The enhanced production speed of the Air Max 1000.2 will allow Nike and Zellerfeld to increase the volume of this highly sought-after sneaker. The Air Max 1000.2 will be distributed via an EQL raffle open from May 4 through May 7 on Zellerfeld's website, followed by an additional release on the SNKRS app on May 7. Pricing details for the new sneaker have not yet been disclosed. Nike and 3D printing innovator Zellerfeld have announced the launch of a new iteration of their Air Max 1000 sneaker, titled the Air Max 1000.2. This second version introduces refinements to the outsole geometry, designed to enhance printing efficiency. The initial release of the Air Max 1000.2 features an exclusive all-black color scheme across the entire one-piece design, with the Air Max 1000.2 branding specifically printed on the Max Air unit located on the heel. Adding to the collaboration's portfolio, the partners previously unveiled a multicolored version of the Air Max 1000 in January, which utilizes Zellerfeld's new dual-color printing process to create the upper materials. The Air Max 1000.2 is set for a staggered release. Consumers can enter a raffle to secure a pair starting May 4th via Zellerfeld.com for $179. The official release is scheduled for May 7th on the SNKRS app. Separately, Nike has confirmed that its first multicolored 3D printed Air Max 1000 model is slated for release later this year. Furthermore, the lineup continues with other colorways. The oat and black Nike Air Max 1000 models are scheduled to hit the market in August. Mike is bringing his Young World Festival back to Brooklyn, and this year, the event will heavily spotlight the influential artist Max B's significant status and undeniable influence on major figures in hip-hop, including Wiz Khalifa and AAP Mob, are central to this year's lineup. While boss Don Bigavelli may not be widely known among younger audiences, his involvement signals that Mike, at just 27, understands the dynamics and sway Max B commands within the hip-hop scene. The Young World Festival will feature a performance by the baritone-voiced rapper and producer known as DJ Blackboar. This artist has recently released a double collaboration album with Earl Sweatshirt and the Surf Gang Collective, titled Pompeii Utility. In related news, Max B and French Montana have released their collaborative mixtape, Coke Wave 3.5, Narcos, at the top of the year. The mixtape includes the track, Ever Since You Left Me, I Went Deaf, a buzzy, sample-driven song that successfully introduced Wavy Crockett's melodic flows to a new audience. Mike's Young World Festival is an integral part of the annual Capital One City Parks Foundation Summer Stage Series, marking its 40th year. This year's Summer Stage Series is set to feature performances from established Long Island legends, including De La Soul, Pete Rock, Boot Camp Click, Billel, Shaggy, and more. For further details on the Capital One City Parks Foundation Summer Stage Series, readers are directed to a provided link.